Hi, boys and girls, little artists everywhere. It's Mrs. O'Brien here, and I'm ready to draw another picture with you. Today, we're going to create a scene for your teachers. It's that time of the year. School is wrapping up, and we're getting ready for summer break. And I know you want to pay tribute to your wonderful teachers. So I want you to close your eyes for a minute, and you are going to illustrate, along with me, a scene of your teacher standing in front of the room. Now, if you think about it really close, you probably see a whiteboard. And then standing in front of that whiteboard is your teacher. So let's start out with your teacher. Does she have a special way? And it might be a man, so it could be a he. So is he or she standing in the front of the room? Does she have a funny expression on her face? Are you going to put her wearing a mask? Or are you going to just draw her as happy as she always is? Or maybe she's doing a math problem, and just design how you want her to be. We have a teacher at our school that I'm going to pay tribute to right now, and she loves to do jazz hands with her kids. So I am going to draw her standing in front of the room, and I am going to make her hands do jazz hands. I like doing a round of applause for my kids sometimes. Does your teacher have any funny nicknames that she calls you all? That might be something that you want to make coming out of her mouth as she stands in front of that whiteboard. So I've got my teacher standing here, and now I'm going to, I'll color her in a little while because I know that if you get frustrated, you'll want to stop the video. Just pause it for a minute, and then you can keep drawing in a second, and catch up with me. But I'm going to draw her, and then around her frame, just so you can imagine me right here, just around this, as if this was the whiteboard. So I'm going to make it coming around, and maybe make a little tray there. I have a little room at the top, so I'm going to probably put a little flag there, maybe a desk in front of the whiteboard. I don't know. Try and picture your room. If you've been remote, then it might be a little bit hard right now for you to picture what your classroom looks like, but I bet you can imagine it in your head. And you all know that I love this wonderful world that we live in. So I'm also going to draw a big globe sitting on that desk that's right in front of the whiteboard. And of course, our computers, our teachers are definitely using a lot of their technology this year. So I'm going to draw a computer maybe on another table coming out to the left-hand side of my picture. I'm going to put another, maybe that's the teacher's desk. Where's your teacher's desk? And then of course and then I'm going to put her little laptop there. She's going to be working on her desk, on her laptop. Put some buttons there. Yeah, that looks enough like a computer, I think. Maybe she has a little jar with some pencils coming out of it, some colored pencils. So now I am going to start coloring. I think I'm going to put my teacher in a pink shirt. I maybe should have done our school colors, but you can think of that since you're paying tribute to your teacher. Maybe I'll put a red little apple, or how about a heart? A heart, there we go. And I'm going to put her in some blue slacks. Oh, this blue always comes out a little purple, but that's okay. And she's going to be standing on an alphabet rug, or a rug with some shapes, lots of colors. What is your teacher standing on? Does she have a map of the world maybe that her carpet is on? Or it might have a border around it. I'm going to put a green border around the outside. And while I've got my green colored pencil out, are you using crayons or markers? It doesn't matter. It's just whatever you want to draw. Okay, so I've got a green, and while I've got my green out, I'm also going to put some green shapes on my globe to make it look like the land coming down and the continents. You know, it doesn't really matter what the shapes look like because we all know what a globe is like. All right, now let's draw that American flag, or whichever flag is maybe hanging in your classroom. So I've got out my red crayon, and I'm going to do a little, I'll use black and put down the pole that it's hanging on. swoop my flag out. And I'm going to draw that blue background. Use that one. That was the one that looks like it's purple. Okay, there we go. Or, there we go. We can make some little white areas to show the stars coming through. And then the red stripes leaving white to show through that. Do you all start your day with the Pledge of Allegiance? I'll bet you do. Now, is your teacher going to be teaching math, or is she going to be teaching, or he going to be teaching language arts? What's your favorite subject? Maybe your teacher is teaching that. I think I am going to put some math problems on the board. I'm going to put some, I'm going to use orange. Let's say she's using that orange marker. I'm going to put some repeated addition. I'm going to put 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals, and I'm going to put that box. And then I'm going to put that is, what is it, 3 groups of 6. And then that makes, well, we'll just leave it like that. I know what I would have on my chalk tray. I would have some favorite books that would be illustrated on the front of the story. So I'm just going to take all different colors, and I'm going to draw some shapes and some people and some things on the front of my books and make some funny titles. Let's see, I'll make some tall and some skinny. Some will have stripes on them. And I'm going to just fake some writing on my books. You know how books are propped up on the tray of the whiteboard. Make some pages coming out. There we go. Make the edge on them coming around. Whoops. And let's see. There we go. Some binding things on the page. Okay, that's kind of cute. I think I need to use some light blue. I'm making mine really colorful because I bet your classroom is really colorful too. And then I also think that she would probably have, this teacher would probably, or teacher would have a little container with all the dry erase markers coming out of it in all different colors. I'm going to draw some dry erase markers. There we go. I bet she uses a gold and a yellow and a blue and a red, of course. I might even label my little jar with the word markers. And then what color my wall is going to be? I think I'm going to do the yellow for the background. Yellow walls. And, oh, don't forget a clock. I bet every classroom has a clock right above that whiteboard. And the clock, and let's put it right at 8 o'clock in the morning. Do y'all know how to do 8 o'clock in the morning? You got to find where the 6 and the 12 are, and then count a little bit up for the 8. And then those clocks have little red minute hands around. And then if you can remember where the numbers go, there's 12 at the top, and 6 at the bottom, and 3 on one side, and 9 on the other. And then you can fill in the others. That's how I do it. Be sure to pause if you want. 10, 11. Okay, there's my cute clock. I think I'm going to make it have a red outline. It's going to be a red clock up at the top of my page. I'm going to finish those yellow walls. And now I've got to finish my rug. Put some, what did I say I was going to put on my rug? I think I'm going to put some shapes. Oh, and I might put a chair underneath her desk. Let's do that. Does your teacher have a chair by his or her desk? I bet so. I bet so. So you can color it, whatever color you want. It's going to be hiding behind the chair, behind the table. And there might be a sign up. What are your signs there telling you something? And then out of her mouth, I'm going to put way to go students. I put a little bubble like we did at the recess one. Way to go students. You did great. Alrighty, and then let's see, I'm going to finish up my rug with some shapes. How about a circle? And I did pink and a red triangle. turquoise square. And an orange, oh, that's not a square, that turned out to be a rectangle. Let's do an orange square. And then how about a purple oval? Can y'all think of a shape that's left? I'll just do a abstract shape, just a little shape that's kind of a free-form shape. Kind of looks like a puddle. All right, and now I am going to take a blue crayon, thing, and I'm going to color in the background. Well, it turned out to be kind of purple. Color in the background of my fancy rug. And I am going to put on, she needs some black shoes. All right, and if you hopefully are enjoying doing your your drawing of your wonderful teacher, and then if you want to, you could fold it in half and you could write your teacher a message on the front to tell her what a great job he or she did this year being your teacher and some of the favorite things that happened in the class this year and what she or he means to you. Now, everyone, have a great time. Remember, we'd love to pay tribute to our teachers by putting it in a teacher tribute picture parade. So if you can, look below and see that you can email these pictures to me at youillustrated.com. youillustrated@gmail.com. And I'm working on that website. And also, if you want to, have your teacher then let you see each other's pictures by having your own little parade, walking up and down and around the classroom to see how all your drawings look so unique just to you. All right, boys and girls, keep smiling. And here is a picture that tributes a wonderful teacher that I know. Bye-bye.